Right, so this one here is going to be a bit of a filler one. A direct could be coming up at basically any point now. They're usually like January, February time. It's reaching the end of January, so like within the next couple of weeks it could happen. So at the start I'm just going to run through a couple of the more guaranteed ones. Then I'll move on to the slightly less likely ones, but ones I still think I have a chance. So to start off, we have a Fire Emblem Engage DLC Wave 2. Realistically, we should be looking forward to Wave 1, not Wave 2. Wave 1 should not have come out on release day. That's a bit scummy. I defended it in the past when it happened with Xenoblade 3, but I think that's a bit different because with that it was pretty much just skins, like slightly different coloured clothes, and that was about it, maybe a couple of items. But with Engage, they've dropped 2 emblem rings as paid DLC at launch. I don't think they should have done that. It could have just been like some bonus content, I don't know, like either for New Game Plus or like just side emblem rings that you unlock through parallel quests towards the end of the game. Something like that. It didn't need to be paid DLC. The paid DLC at launch should have just been like a couple pieces of clothing and that was it. It's basically like if in Smash Bros they release like an Echo Fighter like Ken or Chrom as paid DLC at launch. But still, I'm thinking for the second wave maybe we'll get like a couple more emblem rings, a couple more parallel quests, maybe a few additions here and there. I'm not really sure. I haven't really been looking into the data mines. I've seen that there's been a few characters and emblem rings leaked. If you don't want to listen to these and don't want to be spoiled, skip forward a bit. I'll probably put something on the screen. But from what I've seen, Chrom and I don't know, Chrom is the only one I can remember. I think there was like 5 of them. I can't remember the rest. Then moving on to Xenoblade 3, Wave 3 of the DLC. So this has been leaked as well. It's going to be another hero quest. The first one was from the Xenoblade 2 world, so this one's probably going to be Xenoblade 1. I don't know about that. They could just like throw us off. Also, we'll probably get alongside the hero and the hero quest, we'll probably get a few more challenges. I would hope that maybe in those challenges we could unlock another hero or two somehow through that. Maybe something like Xenoblade 2, where we're able to unlock a couple like past characters like Shulk and Fiora and Elma. Maybe do something like that for challenges again. I don't have much hope though, because I feel like that would have been data mined as well. So yeah, all I'm expecting is one hero in this wave, again like wave 2. And then in wave 4, we already know that's going to be the big Torna expansion. That's not going to be announced here. Maybe they'll talk about that a little bit, but we'll probably have to wait till E3 for that. And then next we have the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, wave 4. Now I know it's been data mined through like the music leak and the I think one of them was like a Yoshi's Island track. I remember seeing something about like a toilet track as well. I don't know what they're going to do for that, but it's interesting. It might be another case like Sky High Sunday where it gets announced for 8 first, even though it was a track that wasn't planned for tour originally and made for tour. Next on the list is Splatoon 3. So I think they said when they announced like the post-launch content, it would be like every 3 months. So the previous one was in December, so that means the next one's going to be in March. That obviously means that next Direct is the only opportunity they'll get to show that off unless they just drop it on Twitter. I'm expecting for this to just be like another batch of new weapons, new clothes, new maps, a lot like the previous wave. We'll probably have to wait a while for the expansion type DLC. I'm not expecting that till like maybe towards the end of the year or maybe even like early next year. The next thing, we've got 2D Mario, 3D Mario. I'm thinking this will probably be like the opener for the Direct. Some sort of new Mario game to help cross-promote it, so people who watch the movie have like a new fresh game to go and play afterwards. Maybe they'll somehow link the plot. I hope not. I hope it's just like Odyssey 2. Either that, or it could be another 2D Mario, because I think it's been like, 11 years since they dropped one of those. So it's been 11 years since the last 2D. been like 6 years since the last 3D. But I think there's another third option that could be, which I'm thinking it could be Mario Maker 3, because after the Splatoon 3, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility anymore. Because realistically, in an ideal world, neither of them should have gotten more than one installment per console. Because most of the additions that Splatoon 3 made could have just been free DLC or paid DLC to Splatoon 2. Same will probably be the case if they make a Mario Maker 3. Most of the additions could have been in Mario Maker 2, but they've chosen not to. And hopefully, if they can somehow get it to work, they could add they could make like the 3D world game mode, like actual 3D. The other ones they could do is 3D land, but that would be a bit similar to 3D world. So maybe like Galaxy 64. If not, then one of the 2D ones that didn't get full themes before, like Mario Bros 2, the Mario Land games. They could do themes for, and just overall like make the world map themes available in something other than world as well. Add more items to the other themes as well. And yeah, just overall, I think we're either going to get 2D, 3D, Mario Maker 3, a sports game. Hopefully not though, because they'll fumble it again like they did with the past 3. I have no faith in the Mario sports games anymore. I feel like as we've gone along through the Switch life cycle, they've gotten worse, because even though Aces received quite a bit of hate, I say Aces was the strongest of the 3, then Golf, then Strikers, so they're going downhill. They've all been massive downgrades from the ones on the GameCube and the Wii. Hopefully maybe on the next console they'll get back up to that level. Moving on to the next one, we have Kid Icarus Remastered. So things with like Sakurai of him like hinting towards it, and then you also had like the job description from Bandai Namco of them remastering like a Nintendo action game. So this could be what it is. Hopefully this is what it is, because I think the franchise looks really good, but I've never bothered to check it out because there's no way I'm going on my 3DS to play a carpal tunnel simulator. And even though they added those contraptions you could buy for the 3DS to make it a bit better, it still just looks incredibly uncomfortable. Hopefully they bring it to the Switch so I can play it with a Pro Controller. And next on the list, Metroid Prime Remake. I don't even want to talk about it. But here's how I think it's going to go for Metroid Prime Remake. It's going to be a lot like with Metroid Dread. Some point in the middle of the direct, bro is going to come up on screen. He's going to be like, I know you've all been patiently waiting for Metroid Prime 4, but it's not ready yet. Here's something that you can play in the meantime. And then they're probably going to show like quick trailer, say it's going to come out like, I have no clue. It could, for all I know, it could come out in like December, November, something like that, or it could come out in like April. Honestly, I have no clue. Just want it to happen so no one has to talk about it again. Well, when did the rumors first start? 2019, 2018? I feel like I'm in a time loop because every time a direct is about to happen, people start talking about it. Then we've got Advanced Wars. I know the war's still going on, but I can see them just dropping it at this point. Then we've got F-Zero. I just chucked in because I need to throw these guys a bone. They've been starving because the last one came out like what? 2004? I was 2. I'm now 20. And there's been no games. So I think the fans deserve their chance to properly show that they're still alive and they still exist and they're still fans of this franchise, because the way that I see people talking about it, you'd think that the games sell like 5 to 10 mil. If it did, maybe the franchise would get better output. So if they give them another chance, maybe it will. Maybe it'll start to become more of a mainstay franchise. Maybe we could see the franchise expand a bit more into different areas. I saw that one of the reasons why they haven't been making more is because they can't think of a way to innovate, which is strange because I don't think every single Nintendo franchise innovates with every game, but for some reason F-Zero needs to. I don't quite understand that, but if they were to drop a new game, I'd probably just buy it to help support the fans, because I can't see them go through the trenches again. There's two other games I've also forgotten to speak about, which I think are locks for. Well, one of them's definitely going to be shown. The other one, they may wait until E3 for it, and that's Pikmin 4 and Tears of the Kingdom. For Pikmin 4, I honestly know barely anything about the Pikmin franchise, but in the last direct, all they showed were a couple pictures and the title. So I think now they might show like maybe a quick teaser, like a little bit of gameplay, kind of show how the game's going to play this time around. Because from what I saw, it looks like instead of being from more of a bird's eye view like it was before, it's going to be more like the type of camera angle you would see in like a 3D Mario, where like it's from behind the player. And for Tears of the Kingdom, by the time the direct, it'll probably be about 3 months away. So this is pretty much the only opportunity they're going to get unless they do a separate direct. So I think it's going to be something along the lines of the type of trailer that Breath of the Wild got in its 2017 trailer at the Nintendo Switch presentation. So they're gonna have to show like lots of story elements, like cutscenes, some voice clips in the background during like lots of gameplay, and show off like all the new mechanics that are gonna replace the Sheikah Slate. And yeah, just overall, they need to make sure to sell this game to people who are still on the fence over it, like people who think there just looks like there's not enough new stuff and that it looks too similar to Breath of the Wild. So as long as they can get those people to start pre-ordering, then that's all they need. They don't need to show too much. So anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment telling me your most outlandish theory for what could come up in the direct.